Let's bring in Milena Veselinovic. She's at the Department of Health for us today. Good morning to you. It is going to be an issue, isn't it, as we carry on into 2022, staff absences?
Good morning, Jonathan. That's right, and that's why Boris Johnson has tasked his ministers to really stress test their sectors against the COVID absences and work on the assumption that there may be that worst-case scenario that up to 25% of staff might be off sick or isolating because of the virus. We're told that Steve Barclay, the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster, is regularly meeting with ministers to work out the impact of Omicron on the workplaces and the supply chain. But disruptions are already happening. We know that train services across the country have been impacted because of COVID absences. Also here in Victoria Station, one of the operators, Southern, has totally suspended services, which will impact not just commuters who go to cities on the south coast like Brighton and Portsmouth, but also the commuter belt around London and the key workers that need to get to work. Now, when it comes to the NHS, we also heard that in the last month, the number of hospital staff who are either sick or isolating has doubled. Now, school holidays are currently happening at the moment, so the problem there is that we are not sure how many teachers may have caught COVID over Christmas. And of course, the government really wants to avoid going back to homeschooling, which has been so detrimental to so many young pupils. But nonetheless, school leaders have quite a lot of concerns about COVID in the classroom. Take a listen to what some of those concerns are.
The difficulty for the people I represent, who are school and college leaders, is they won't know until Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock, when they start to get phone calls as to how many staff have tested positive and therefore will not be coming in school. And it's not like we've got lines around the block of supply teachers who can suddenly, at the last minute, step in to do that. That's the biggest risk, I think, to us having no disruption.
Now, the Health Secretary, Sajid Javid, has said yesterday that the government will only introduce more restrictions in the most extreme of circumstances. But authorities do acknowledge that despite the accelerated booster program, the sheer number of Omicron infections means that we are likely to see some disruptions to public services in the weeks to come.